October, the month of growth. Hi, my name is Oyuki, and back in September, I challenged myself to post 4 videos on YouTube. What they were gonna look like, I had no idea. How long they were gonna be, we would find out. All I know is that I needed to start, which leads me to lesson number 1. Lesson number 1, starting is the best way to learn. I got into this vicious cycle of gathering information in hopes that when I started, it would make me very successful. However, that set me back 6 months. I learned most of my strengths and weaknesses once I started creating and editing and just doing everything on my own. Lesson number 2, keep going and ignore those negative thoughts. I got caught up in my head about what my friends and family were gonna say once they found out that this is what I was doing on my spare time, posting on YouTube. I got a lot of anxiety and stress surrounding feeling judged, and as a result, I fell behind. But once I realized I was falling behind because I was scared of being judged, I told myself to keep going. Ignore those thoughts. It didn't matter what they thought, because at the end of the day, what mattered is what I thought. And I'm super happy that I kept going, because if I would have let those thoughts win, I wouldn't have learned as much as I did, and I wouldn't have gained the confidence that I now have. The last lesson that I learned that not only applies to creating, but I think also life in general, as the busy 20-somethings that we are, is to time slot. I was very, very committed to completing this challenge despite all the challenges that I faced. But I noticed that I wasn't focusing on other aspects of my life, like seeing my friends and family as much as I was. Eventually, I learned that I needed to set specific times in my calendar to do what I wanted to do. For example, if I wanted to edit, go to the gym, and I had my full-time job to go to, what I would do is I would, after work, put in an hour for gym, dedicated specifically to going to the gym. And I told myself that during that time, I would only do what was in that slot, which was going to the gym. And ultimately, it made me feel more fulfilled and more satisfied with my time. So write everything down. You'll realize that if you time slot, you'll have time for everything, even though you feel like you don't. In October, I learned a lot about what it takes to be a creator, but also about myself. I challenge you to do something similar. In the comments, let me know what you'll commit to for a month. 2025 isn't over, so get ahead of the game and start today. I forgot to say thank you so much for watching, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Bye!